Hi everyone, welcome to another video. In this video, I'm going to analyze my chess game against Miguel, and he's a bot on chess.com rated 1900. Let's get started. I had the right pieces and I moved the pawn to e4, and then Miguel moved the pawn to e6, and then I moved d4 to take more control of the center. Miguel moved the pawn to d5, and I decided to just take it, and then Miguel takes it back, and right now this is pretty standard. I decided to get my knight out toward the center, and then Miguel moved the knight to c6. I think that both players are doing fine. I moved the bishop to d3, bishop to g6, and then I moved the pawn to c3, so it can form a pawn chain. And then when I move this pawn here, it stops the knight from going to b4. Bishop goes here. I decided to castle. Knight goes to f6. I move the bishop here. Notice that my bishop is pinning the knight to the queen. So that's great. Miguel decides to castle, and then I move my other knight out to d2. So notice that I got all the knights and bishops out. Miguel also got all the knights and bishops out. Pawn goes to h6. It's attacking the bishop, so I need to do something about it. So I decided to go back. Rook goes there, and then I move the queen to c2. Notice the queen and bishop, they're on the same diagonal. Rook goes to c8. Not too sure why he did that, but that's what he did. I went queen to b1. I was moving a little bit. I will be honest, I was actually moving a little bit too fast because I didn't realize like there was a pawn on c7. I was thinking, oh yeah, the knight can go to b4, and if the knight goes to b4, then the pawn wouldn't be able to take it because it can just take it. But yeah, so this was actually a mistake on my part because there is a pawn on c7. So if the knight does go to b4, my pawn can just take the knight right now because it's this pawn is on c7. But okay, pawn goes to a6. I decided to go here, and then this rook, it's on the open file, so I do like that. And then I move the queen over to c2. The computer suggests that I should go queen to e5, but I went here so the rooks can be connected. Okay, pawn goes to g5. Miguel is being aggressive, and then I decided to move the bishop back to g3. What happens now? So bishop takes, and I decided to take it back with the h pawn. And right now, I do like my position. Rook goes to a8. I'm not too sure why the rook goes to a8, but okay. I go knight to e5 to attack this knight. Let's see what happens next. So knight takes. I take it with the rook, and I'm happy because now I can double up on the e file. Knight goes there, so the knight is attacking the rook. So I decided to move the rook to e2, and I was hoping like, okay, I can just move my a rook over to e1. Knight goes there. I decided to just double up, and right now I do like my position. I believe that I'm in a better position than Miguel because I think my pieces are more active. Like the rook on a8, it's not doing anything. So king goes there. I move the knight over to f3. The idea is I was thinking like maybe I can move the knight over to e5. I think that would be great. rook goes there. Perhaps he wants to move the pawn to c5. I go, yeah, I go b4, and the reason why I did this is because I don't want Miguel to move the pawn to c5. So that's why I decided to go b4. Rook goes there. I don't know why he did that, but okay. I decided to just go here. It's just like, okay, I'm just gonna just fight. Queen goes there. And then I go f3. The reason why I go f3 is because I noticed that the knight can go to g4, and the bishop can also go to g4 too. So I decided to go here, and now my pawn is controlling the g4 and then the e4 squares. Pawn goes there. I'm not really too bothered by this move. And then I go here. Okay, I guess the best move is to go pawn to f4. But that's okay. I go king to f2. Knight goes there. I'm not really too worried, so I go bishop to f5. Oh, I guess the computer wants g4, but I go bishop to f5. Knight takes, rook takes, rook goes there. Okay. And then I go queen to d3. The computer also suggests that pawn to g4 is also good, but I just go here. I'm just waiting for him to do something. Bishop takes, queen takes, rook takes, queen takes, and the king goes there. And then I decided to take it. And then after that, rook takes, and then I go here, and then things get kind of tricky. I'm attacking this pawn and this pawn, but he decides to go here, and then yeah, this is when things get tricky, because the thing is, this rook is attacking this pawn. I mean, I could take this pawn with check. I'm not going to be able to save this pawn if I take this pawn. I decided to just go back, just to be on the safe side. But okay, rook goes there. So that's kind of funny. I go king to e2. Because I want, right now the rook it's attacking this pawn, and so I figured like it would be nice if the king can go to d3 and protect it, and then my rook can be active. King goes there, and then I go king to d3, and now like this rook is here, but it's like I want to just like I want to get more aggressive on with this rook right now. Pawn goes to c6, and personally for me, I don't know if this is a good move, because, I mean, if you notice right now, this rook is trapped. This rook can't go anywhere right now. I was actually very happy, so I decided to go rook to e7, and then I figured, like, oh, maybe I can just go after the a6 pawn. King goes to g6, and then I go here. I'm just gonna get aggressive and just go after the pawn on a6. Pawn goes to f5. Okay, I decided to take it. I'm just so happy that this rook, Miguel's rook is just trapped right now. I mean, he could technically just get out by like moving this pawn, but then I'd be super happy because then I would have a passed pawn. Actually, he can't even move this pawn because the rook is pinning the pawn to the king. King goes there. I go here because right now I need to make progress. This king needs to just hold on to this pawn right now. I go pawn to a4, pawn takes, rook takes. Okay. Pawn goes there, and then I go here, and then he's trying to get a queen. I decided to take it. Pawn takes, rook goes there. I'm just waiting for him to do something. So king goes there, and then I go here, and then I'm attacking this pawn. He can't defend it, so I'm just happy about that. What happens now? King goes there, rook goes there, and then okay, so the pawn takes, rook goes there. I'm attacking this pawn. I'm just being aggressive. King goes there. I decided to just wait. And the reason why I went rook to f7 is because, again, I mean, this black rook has no good moves to go. And this king is protecting this pawn, but notice, like, if the king does move, then this king would not be protecting this pawn. If he does move a pawn, I'm just gonna simply just take it. So he simply just moves the king over to h4, and then I decided to just take a pawn, and now I'm happy because I'm up. I have two passed pawns, so that's great. King goes there, and then I go here. That's great. King goes there, and then I go rook to g8, and I'm very happy about this position right now because my rook, it is trapping this king on the edge right now, and then my plan is like, okay, I'm just gonna get a passed pawn. King goes there, I move my rook over to f4. Rook, so king goes there, it's attacking my rook. I decided to just go back. It's like, no, I'm getting a queen. King goes there, pawn goes to f5. And then finally, Miguel moves up a pawn because he wants to get this rook into play. I decided to go there. Okay. Yep. Pawn takes. I decided to take it back. He takes the pawn, and then I go here. Rook goes there, and then this is a skewer, but notice that if he takes this rook, then I get a queen. So he decides to check me. So I go here. Rook goes there. I go king to f4. He takes it, and then I decided to just take it back. Yes, I know I can get a queen, but I know that I know I'm still in a winning position if I do take it. So, because I have this pass pawn. King goes there, he takes it, I go here. He can't defend this pawn. He goes there, and then my plan is like, okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and just get a queen. In this position, it's very important for this king to control these three squares in front of this pawn. So that's why I decided to go king to c7 so the king can control these squares. So he can't stop my pawn from queening, and then the rest is easy. My queen is on the g file. It traps this king on the edge. So I'm just gonna simply just move the just move the king, and then that's a checkmate. I can also move queen to g6, and then that's also checkmate, but I decided to go queen to h4. So this is like one example where you can where I beat Miguel. So I hope you enjoyed watching my videos. If you like my videos, I do invite you to support my channel by giving me a PayPal donation. If you do that, great. Thank you so much in advance. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel if you do like watching my channel. Thank you so much in advance, and I will see you next time. And play in my chess tournament too. Bye.